Hi, welcome to Door Talks, where we talk about stuff and things. This episode, let's be honest, we're just going to talk mostly about Mario. So if you don't like Mario, or you
don't watch,
if you team Sonic, I guess, just don't fucking bother. We're going to smash through the Nintendo Direct. That was a nice little surprise. I was at work digging a hole, and then I had a little notification. I was like, All Stars, this can't be real.
They tell you the score and even the time.
Mario Game & Watch. I used to have some Game & Watches back in the day.
Did you?
Yeah, I had the one with the little,
the eggs.
where it was... The eggs?
The cut one.
Oh, no, not that one, but I had the one where it was like a Mario there was treasure under the sea, and there was an octopus, and had like its...
I have seen
and it kind of moved, and you had to time it.
Yeah.
And I had another one. But yeah, Game & Watches used to be a big thing. They're bringing out another Game & Watch just with Mario.
I liked the look of this. The only thing is, I quite like the look of it, of having it as like a little alarm clock next to you.
Yeah, it's more
really
of an ornament thing. And to be fair, back in the Game & Watches were more like, oh, it's a game, but also it's a digital watch. And it was like, wow, it's a digital watch.
Because it's a watch.
Yeah.
So a game and alarm clock, that makes sense to me. But I don't like the graphics on the thing.
I
it's like
prefer
being
the
a clock.
original.
Like, I just give me like a standard digital face, or like something like at least like pretty cool, but don't have Mario jumping around everywhere. That's going to keep me awake.
I kind of wanted them just to do the original, because these used to be LCD screens, like, black and white screens. Because I don't know what it's going to cost. It's probably going to be like too expensive for what it is. Because let's be honest, Mario is available everywhere. It's on the Wii shop.
I don't know
free.
why people would buy that just to play Mario.
Mario 3D Worlds, I had it on the Wii U. I think it's the only Mario game I've ever bought and not got to the end to.
Oh, really?
So the thing with Mario 3D World games is, they like, do you know normally behind Mario?
Yeah. Or
these are always
really
like
on the side of Mario.
Yeah. These are like sort of, not fake 3D angle, but you know that kind of angle they did in some games?
Sonic 3D.
Where it's sort of that side angle.
Yeah.
And sometimes it does go behind Mario, but it's just really off-putting because you're sort of running, but the camera moves, and you're like, oh, now you have to...
Is it not a race?
No,
it looked like a race between three of the
So what's good is you can play multiple people at the same time.
Yeah,
it wasn't a bad game, but it was like, oh, all these things are good, but you're like looking at them, it's like, oh, I want this cup, but it's the angle's wrong. So it was just really, it wasn't fun to play, and it's one of those things where I think, if they just went, oh, let's just change the camera. Let's have an option to have the camera behind Mario. And I realise there's probably bits of the screen that they don't want you to see. Just have a skybox where it's just mushroom. I don't care what it is, just Mushroom Kingdom in the distance. Because most of the time you're on a floating platform anyway, do you know, that's in the middle of Mario nothingness. So I'm not that fussed by it, just because of the angle. I get it where people have got like kids and that, and they all want to play at the same time. To me, they're a bit more of a simplified 3D Mario.
Yeah, it seems like Mario Party, but you're playing it to me just from what I saw. It looked like Mario Party, but you're actually playing Mario how Mario is meant to be played, jumping and smashing things and throwing shells and stuff like that. But it looked like a race.
It's more. I say it's much easier, more sort of. I say like a more of a party, communally thing. But it's just the angle. That's the problem with it. It gets to be Cat Mario
because it seems to be. There's an angle from like that, and then there's an angle from like that.
It changes. But it's just not precise. And Mario has to be precise because most of the time you're running and jumping.
Yeah, no, I get that.
Luigi's in a bind, giant turtles out to get him, creepy crabs are right behind.
Mario 3D Battle or Mario 35 Battle. Which is that? Did you see the Battle Royale one?
Oh yes.
So it reminded me of that
Tetris.
I've not watched much of it recently, but Funhouse when Lawrence is playing Tetris.
Oh yeah, because it's really good.
Yeah, and it's just like, oh, I've got that line, so it drops into the thing.
Yeah.
So basically, you're playing Mario and you kill an enemy, it drops into one of 34 other people's levels.
That's cool.
It's quite a cool little fun idea. I'm assuming it's free. It's just going to be on the Nintendo online store.
There seems to be a lot of like different ways to like. There seems to be more tactics involved. Like you send things different ways. I don't know. It seems to have a lot.
Well, I'm assuming you have to get. It'll end up with Last Man Standing, I'm guessing.
Yeah, no, it is Last Man Standing.
Through the whole game.
But there's like ways to send things to different people and get power-ups and select power-ups.
So I don't know if you can pick who it goes to.
Yeah,
or...
I don't have a clue.
It's not a bad idea if it's free, just to dick about.
Like, I feel like they just want that thing that's going to make, get them on the, get them trending for a bit, and everyone just fucking plays it. I imagine people are going to play it for probably about 2 weeks.
Super Mario 1, 2, and 3. There's power in numbers.
Next, just a quick one. It's not really a game, but it's sort of a game. Mario Kart Live.
This is the thing that really interested me.
I think it will be... Well, go on.
I think it'll be absolutely... I bet it'll be wrought with problems.
Yes.
But this is the thing that I was like, oh shit, that would be a lot of fun. And I like kids getting creative with shit. And that seemed like the sort of thing that if I was a kid, I'd fucking love it. You just buy your one car. I don't hope it's not just Mario and Luigi, but you buy like a car and I'd just be driving around everywhere. I hope there's a free roam function that you can go and drive around in your whole house and you can see like everything.
I think it's the start of a really good idea.
Yeah.
I think it will be filled with problems.
Yeah.
And I kind of thought, I know obviously you have to have the cars to be Mario and Luigi, but you should just sort of I suppose it doesn't matter because what you see on screen, it should
Yeah.
just be like a blank person because on your screen you can be any
Or you should be
character.
able to customize it or whatever. I don't know.
But it's a good idea. It's like the augmented reality thing. Like from the 3DS, we had those cards and you put down.
I bet it won't work at all.
It won't work. But I was thinking, if you imagine like you have a room, obviously this room's a fucking state. But imagine this room's cleared and you've got like just the big bits of furniture, and you go right, I'm gonna play Zelda, and it like you put tape around certain things, and then that's your terrain, so you can climb up it.
Oh, okay, yeah. Cool.
Just think of other ways of using it. So it's a very
way.
early process. Like, I won't buy this, but it's a good idea. Just as a slight side note, Animal Crossing is going to have some Mario furniture and shit.
Yeah.
I haven't played Minecraft. I need to get back into it. I actually
I've
really
not
love
played
it,
Animal
but it's been about
Crossing
2 months.
Ages,
But I noticed at the start there was no Nintendo. Usually they have Nintendo products in it.
yeah,
Like all the other ones
they
had
had
like
some Nintendo products in it.
nothing yet.
The GameCube.
No, sorry, those. Sorry, literal products. But I mean like franchise stuff. So
Oh, do
Mario. Yeah, all the other ones had like Zelda
Oh.
stuff, Arwing, some Star Fox, loads of
I
stuff.
didn't
And there's
realise.
been none. So I think that what they're going to slowly do is
Start
bring
bringing
out
it in.
more stuff. So in March it's going to be Mario. Also next year, we'll talk about this in a bit. There's another anniversary next year that's going to be big stuff. Mario All Stars the original. I remember this coming out because I'm a very old man on the SNES.
T-Series Mario knows the new and improved Mario and Super Mario All-Stars. So much Mario, it's a Mario smorgasbord.
That's now on the online store. If it's free.
That's just the updated ones of all the old
yeah, which was updated.
Game Boy games.
They were
Right.
no, it's the SNES ones.
But then is there not a Game Boy game in there like Super Mario World 2? Is that not
No.
on?
No.
that's
So
not
it's
in
Super Mario Bros. 2 Lost Levels, Super Mario Bros. 2, the one that's not really Mario Bros. 2, the one with the turnips and shit, where you can be Peach
Yes.
and that. Because that's Doki Doki Panic.
Yes.
That's not really a Mario game. They just changed the skins.
there? Right. Okay.
Then Mario Bros. 3, and yes, that was the original one, which was basically it was a remake of the NES games on the SNES.
Okay.
So when the SNES first came out, that was like a bundle, which was like the best thing ever.
yeah.
So that's out on the. You go and play it. They're all fucking great. Mario 3 is amazing with a raccoon tail.
Are they not all on? Is this coming to the online
Store, so it's just free. It's just
So
part of
you
the
can
online
play it,
thing. So the original Mario Bros. 3 is on it,
Yeah.
but this will just be the upgraded version.
Yeah.
So then we move on to the main fucking thing, which is the modern version of Mario All Stars.
Mm-hmm.
Mario All Stars 3D, which is Mario 64, Mario Sunshine, and Mario Galaxy 1. Now, I don't know if you know this, but they're only released until the end of
Yeah.
March.
Why?
Which everyone's like, oh, everyone's just going to buy it anyway. Let's be honest. If they want to buy it,
Yeah.
they're not saying you've got a day to buy it or,
No.
or a week.
I get that, but why is it?
So
only to that point? I think it's going to just basically they're going to put the N64
Yes.
one on the thingy with Ocarina of Time and all the other
Well,
all the Zelda things.
I think that's what they're going to do is this. They'll release, yes, they're going to release them all separately.
Not all the Zelda things, all the other N64 games.
Yeah, so there'll be N64 games sold separately on the shop,
Yeah.
and there'll be GameCube games sold separately on the
Yeah.
shop, and Wii games
Do you think-
sold. So they'll all be available. They're not going to be. They'll be available in this form as 3 in 1.
Okay.
But I think it's the next day will be right. Mario Galaxy 1, Mario Galaxy 2.
Yeah.
Buy them for £10 each or whatever.
Yeah, instead of the
So that's all they're doing. They're not going to go right. You're not having them.
Do you not think they're going to add the N64 games to the current library, and then they're going to probably sell the other ones? So that's
So maybe
why...
N64 might be free, and
Yeah.
maybe once you get into the Wii, they can probably slightly
Well,
justify
that's what I
to
mean.
go, let's
Yeah,
charge a little bit.
But I don't think they're going to bring all three of those previous generation consoles out straight away.
No, they're going to.
They'll do the N64 one and then a year or two later.
So that's exactly why they're going to just release a short amount of time. So they're not going to be gone. It's like
No, you're
fucking,
still going to be
you
getting
can only
them,
buy it
hold
in this
them.
current condition at this
Yeah.
thing. It's like because it's going to release it in a different. They release it in a different box. It's still a new thing. It's got a new
Yeah.
title screen. So there's that. So I don't mind. I'm going to buy it straight away. I'm
How are they
sorry.
going to do the how are you going to play it if you don't have a light? If you only got the light there, that's the one thing for me that I don't really
The
get.
light, so which
The
means.
Switch Lite. Is it called the Switch
Yeah,
Lite?
so there's been talk about that. So the only game that needs any sort of motion controls is Mario Galaxy,
yeah.
which I love to bits, but I forgot that you've got a thing in me.
You just
So it works with the Joy-Con, but it does work with the Pro Controller. So on the screen, you only really need the aimer at certain bits of the game,
Yeah.
so you can do it on the touchscreen.
Okay.
But I don't know how this will work. Because to be honest, if I
Okay,
could, I'd prefer just to play it with Pro Controller. I completely forgot that actually loads of you do need the second thing, Joe. Like, but usually you waggle it to when you go in those stars to ping you
Yeah.
off. But they're going to put it on one button on the
Yeah,
controller.
that's the thing. Yeah.
Because if I'm sat on a plane, I want to just, I don't want to be like, fucking that. But also, there's no Super Mario Galaxy 2, which everyone thought that was going to be included.
And that came out on the Wii U.
No, the Wii. So it came out, I think it was like within a year after the first one. No,
Really?
it's really good.
Okay.
It's really,
I didn't play that one.
it's really, I had it, I've got it somewhere. But again, people are like, why has it not come out? Well, probably because they're going to release all those Wii games
Yeah.
on it anyway. So it's like, it's just what it is. We've got something that, I know they're not full, because the Mario All-Stars, the original, was a remaster, so they redid all the graphics and everything.
Right,
Whereas these, they've just updone the
They have said
resolution.
yeah.
and the frame rate's going to be slightly better.
And it's a different aspect ratio.
Yeah, so it is a big improvement. If you don't want to pay 50 quid...
Is that how much it is going to be? 50
for 3 games. But how many hours of gameplay is in those games?
No, I get that, yeah. I understand that.
I'm fucking buying it.
50 quid's quite a lot, though, I thought.
Yeah, well...
Considering one of the games could be free next year.
Yeah, but it's that. Well, that's just how they're doing it, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
going to be one of those things.
Yeah.
You can watch Mulan now for whatever 10 quid or 20 quid.
No, yeah, I
but
get
it's going to
that,
be
yeah.
free in 3 months.
But I mean, it's like a game that's been out for like.
Yeah.
50 years.
But bizarrely, it's weird because Mario 64 has not been out that much. I know it was on the sort of the Wii shop, but it was always like shit versions. They've not sold it in this actually upgraded at all. But it made me think of next year is the 35th anniversary of Legend of Zelda.
Yeah.
So hopefully,
I think they're going to do
Ocarina of Time. Now here's what I don't want. I had Ocarina of Time 3D and Majora's Mask 3D on the 3DS.
Mm-hmm.
The 3D doesn't mean shit because you don't want to use the. Let's be honest, you use the 3D. But they remastered those games.
Oh, okay. You don't want them.
They're not. They're super clean and sharp. So like Majora's Mask is all a bit dank and spooky.
Yeah.
It was like super bright.
Oh, really?
Did you know the Zora used to be able to swim really fast and jump out the thing? They took out bits.
Oh, okay. Wow.
So I really hope they. Obviously, I'd love Majora's Mask, Skyward Sword. 100%. I think they're going to put because no one bought that game.
Wait,
and,
have they not already announced that they're doing a Skyward Sword?
Well,
Sorry,
not officially. Yeah, no, Skyward Sword. Yeah, but it's not officially announced.
Wait, I thought they did.
No, it's rumours.
When did we do?
We spoke about it because it's come up as like a rumour.
Right. Okay.
But it's all these rumours recently seem to be true. Like the Pikmin 3, everything seems to be true. So Skyward Sword, no one really bought. It's one of the lowest selling ones. And Twilight Princess, but they could do Twilight Princess 3D, which was already they've got because that was on the Wii U. Wind Waker 3D and probably Skyward Sword. They could release those 3 games, or they could do Majora's Mask, Ocarina of Time. There's loads of Zelda games.
Do you not think they'd just release all the? Do you not think they'd go? Yeah, I think they'd probably just go Majora's Mask thingy and then
Ocarina of Time. Ocarina of Time is a must because that's like Super Mario 64. It's that.
Yeah.
But I just want them to do what they did with Mario, where they just did the frame rate, but not change anything else. So I don't want I don't want the 3DS versions because they're not the real. It's like remember Mario on the DS, Mario 64 on the DS, and you could be Wario.
Yeah,
it was like a funny version. Well, luckily they've not done that, so hopefully they do the same thing where they don't do that kind of. I want the pure. I want Star Wars handshot first, essentially of Zelda.
That makes sense.
But I think next year, 100%, there's got to be some Zelda celebration fucking games. But yeah, so I'm pretty excited for Mario stuff.
You are excited.
I do love Mario a lot, mostly Galaxy and Mario 64. Sunshine is a great one.
I
it's very
fucking
weird.
Sunshine's my jam. That was the one that I fucking loved, and I don't know why I liked it so much. I think it's because I'm not very good at Mario games, and that one was the least Mario gamey one. I'm just not good at the jumping. If I can't understand which way the direction Mario is going, I'm just not very good at Mario games. I'm just going to say that.
The one change I noticed from the trailer is that there's bits in Mario Sunshine. Do you know those bits that were basic Galaxy where you went into a room and you'd lose your jetpack? There's footage of that with the jetpack.
I know, I saw that and I thought that was weird.
I don't know how hard, obviously back...
They are hard.
Yeah, they are harder than the rest, so I don't know if maybe they give you the option. Some little kids nowadays be like, oh, fucking hell, I can't do this.
That was the thing that fucked me up with Sunshine. I managed to finish it in the end, but like that really pissed me off because I just spent the whole time just relying on this jetpack, and then as soon as
it's
got
gone,
taken
you just
out,
like click, it just falls.
I know, I'm dead. How are they going to do Sunshine without the analog controls as well? That's another one.
Which one? Oh, the click.
Yeah.
I don't. Well, you got to, but I don't.
Yeah, no, but it's strange though, isn't it? Because it's.
I can't think what.
It
was like that boost bit,
but, but you could push it down as it was like tempered.
Yeah, and it would click. It was like and it would.
Yeah. I've been playing. I've not been playing. I have bought because I'm looking forward to it, and I realised this today. That I bought Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2. Tony Hawk's 2 was actually the first ever game that was mine.
Oh, really?
Weirdly, got it on the Game Boy Advance. I got Purple Game Boy Advance. You told me.
I also had this.
Yeah.
It's not the same game though, man.
No, it's not the same game. I know.
I know. We were so lucky. They were so stripped down though. It had like half the levels. Like,
but it was
it's fucking amazing.
It was really good.
I was watching a video of it before, and I was like, "What was it even like?"
Yeah, that's exactly me as well. Yeah, but so I bought that, and I'm really looking forward to getting into it tonight. But I was just like, it was weird that I just remembered to myself, and I was like, "Shit, Game Boy Advance was like the first proper like thing." To be honest.
That was that kind of side Mario 3D, not 3D, where it was like, you're going that way, but it's like you kind of...
what motherfucker am I on about? It definitely wasn't the first game I had, because I don't know, I feel like Game Boy Advance was the first proper console I had, but actually I had Game Boys beforehand, so what the fuck am I on
But it
about?
was the one that kind of felt like a real console in your hands.
Yeah, maybe that was
none of it was
wasn't
3D,
a thing.
but
yeah.
it was. But yeah, I really want to get Tony Hawk, because I've watched loads of stuff about it, because we only ever played like to be fair, I played a little bit of Tony Hawk's 2 when I used to have like random PlayStations.
Oh, right, okay.
And I definitely had 3 for a bit.
Yeah.
I ever rented it, but I do like the games. It looks good. All the reviews are fantastic. Saying it's fantastic. And it's got all the tunes in.
Yeah. The only thing that I think I've been sort of like ruined with Skate, because Skate is the like EA's answer to it. I think it's EA.
Yeah.
But it's EA's answer to it, and it's so much more intuitive, and it's not as arcadey.
Yeah, I thought it was supposed to be loads more technical.
Well,
yeah.
Like, I'm sort of like seeing it and going, oh god, it does seem a bit like, you just press that and you just up on there. But whereas Skate, it was like actually quite hard to get up on ledges and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Well, not hard, but you got into it by the end of it.
You had to like combos and shit where...
Well, no, it wasn't as combo-y, whereas this is like combo. It's like SSX and like...
Yes.
Yeah, it's a lot like SSX.
But I remember that Game Boy, the Game Advance, where you literally could pretty much go around the whole thing. You try and keep a combo going, manual to the thing, and jump on the thing, and then... I still don't understand how a skateboard can be upside down on the grippy bit of it, and go like
Casper
for like 10.
Casper slide.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I was just like, what?
No, Darkslide.
Darkslide.
Darkslide. Thank you very much for watching. That was The Hinge.
Goodbye.
James.
I mean, it's ridiculous to think that there's going to be anything in 30 years.
I don't know what's worse, you know? Being blown up in a nuclear war or having a 7-Eleven on every corner.
You want it to be just like you? Think maybe if I had your haircut, I could sell more policies? Or maybe if I had your mouth, I could close a deal every day? Give him a break.
Giving them too many. They love you, you know?
Yeah, they don't know what to think of me. Maybe I am as bad as they say.
Who says?
Everyone.
You're different.
They're living under this illusion that life as we know it is going to continue forever.
I'm in trouble.